thank you guys for having us out. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Wayne. This is an awesome event. I've never seen anything like this in Richmond. I just remember, being a kid, waking up in the morning, going to get the Saturday paper, and growing up in Mechanicsville and seeing all the top performers from the week and the Saturday Richmond Times Dispatch. It was like it's an awesome experience. Growing up and seeing all that, and all the attention to Richmond and 804 football. It's awesome to see that excitement back. And we brought here Eli Maxie. He's a strong safety wide receiver for us. Trevor Queensberry, he plays linebacker for us. And then Cam Metzger, he's our quarterback. He's started since his freshman year. We're excited to have these guys back. All three of these guys are multi-year starters in the program. Eli started since his freshman year. Like I said, Cam started since his freshman year. And then Trevor, he started his sophomore year. He'll be a senior this year. So excited to have a lot of veteran players back. It's the most veteran group that I've had since I've been in Mechanicsville, and really excited for the season.
Shane, thank you for the kind words, man, and shout out to the Maxie family for sending us the stats every week. That's so incredibly helpful for the coverage, so thank you guys for that. Question for all three of the players, kind of the general one that I've asked a lot of programs today. How do y'all define the culture of Mechanicsville football, the expectations that Coach Reynolds has set in his time there and in this time that y'all have played for him?
Definitely showing up and consistency. Trying to create a brotherhood and with those guys on Friday night and go out there and play with each other.
I would say Reynolds really focuses on buying in. I know we use the word buying a lot. So that means just making sure everybody's doing their assignment, everybody's showing up, consistency, and then we also just have good team chemistry. You're not gonna get anything accomplished if people are fighting on the sideline and you can't get your assignment done right.
I would say Coach Reynolds was saying earlier, we've been young and these guys have been playing for a long time together. It's created a culture and just keeps getting better every day.
Coach, what side of the ball will carry you early on in the season?
I think last year at the end of the season we started to play pretty well on defense. And we got a lot of those guys back. I think we bring back 2 or 3 starters up front. We bring back all of our linebackers. Bring back Eli's strong safety and a couple more in the back end. Guys like Blake Whitley and Jermaine Broadus, and then the guys up front, like I said, Seth Hardy. Michael Broken played a little bit of defensive end last year, and then Rob Johnson too. He's another guy that has been playing pretty well up front for us. So probably more so the defense, but that's not to say that the offense can be pretty explosive. I thought last year we had the potential to be pretty explosive on offense. Just some turnovers got in the way, Cam and these guys said, a little bit of consistency, just maintaining possession of the football and taking care of the football. If we take care of that stuff, the offense will start to pick up. So probably more so the defense right now.
For our 3 players here, how do you guys kind of use all that experience to not only improve but also be a leader for some of those younger guys?
I think just being able to rely on each other and know that we're going to do our assignments and hopefully the other guys follow with us.
Currently we have a pretty big freshman class coming up, which is kind of cool because when my class was going up as freshman and I remember the senior class, it was I think 16 or 17 seniors, so it was a lot for us to come and replace after they left. And I just remember thinking back and thinking that maybe those seniors at the time didn't do a great job mentoring my class, and so now just trying to really focus and help the freshmen and the younger underclassmen because they're the future of our program. And obviously, even after we want to leave, or even after we leave, we want our program to be good and thrive. So just focusing on being a better mentor.
I think it's good for these young guys to be able to watch players that have been playing for a long time, and it just helps them see what they should be doing and the right way to do it.
Coach, being such a experienced team, all these multi-year starters, how does it impact you as a coach going into a season knowing you can kind of rely on some of the guys you got out there?
Yeah, it definitely helps. I don't know if these guys agree, but I thought we've had 2 practices so far, and I thought Friday might have been one of the best practices we've had since I've been in the school. You know, the guys understand what they need to do day in and day out. It doesn't take a whole lot of explaining and a whole lot from me. I mean, when I blow the whistle to get practice going, I don't have to do a whole lot. You know, Seth Hardy goes and leads the stretch. Right after we get done with the stretch, they know we're doing special teams. Right after that, they know we're going to individual periods for defense or offense. Like they know what to expect now. You know, that being said, you know, things come up and you know, mistakes are made. They know how to correct them. You know, they know when things come up throughout the week. We're going to take time and correct the mistakes that need to be corrected, and they know why. So it's definitely better than having a young group where you've got to teach them all from the very beginning.
One of your biggest games each season is the Tomato Bowl versus Patrick Henry. What does that mean to you, the player, not necessarily the coach?
Well, my brother, he's been playing, I've been watching him. So like, I've been around watching the Tomato Bowl ever since I can remember. And just to be in that game now, it's just a big opportunity for me, and I take a lot of pride in it.
Definitely growing up and watching the Tomato Bowl and seeing like that atmosphere and like the crowd and all, and now being able to play in it is definitely something very surreal. I've always kind of wanted to be part of that, and now that I can, it's really awesome.
I feel like Hanover County, like even though you support different schools, like we all grew up playing little league together, or rather than just other sports or at the park, whatever. So it's just like a lot of fun to play against just kids you've been playing with or against pretty much our whole lives. So it's always good seeing familiar faces and maybe faces we don't exactly like, but that's what makes it fun.
Good up for Mechanicsville, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you, fellas.
In a few seconds.